guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is such an exciting day because I am headed to the Goodwill Outlet, also known as the Goodwill Bins. As you can see behind me, I want to get some shipping out real quick because I want to drop these off at the post office. So I have about 16 packages that need to go out. Each of these should fit in one of these priority mail envelopes. So I'm going to package all this up and we will head over to the post office, and then right after that I'm heading to the Goodwill Bins. I had a lot of bread and butter items going out, so some of those brands include Eileen Fisher, Bowden, Bonobos, Mabel, Banana Republic, Athleta, Chico's, Free People, and Nike. That was a success. I got everything packed up and it's just in this little laundry basket. So all I have to do is take this, put it in my trunk, and drop it off at the post office. I cleaned everything up. There's no little papers on the floor. And then I put all of the plastic bags in a pile so that I can take this upstairs and I can reuse these bags for the next inventory that I have to put away. So let's head to the post office. Okay guys, I'm outside of the Goodwill Outlet. Let's run inside and see if we can find anything good. Fingers crossed. Okay, I ended up picking up these Madewell curvy perfect vintage jeans. They were in like a gray-black acid wash. The reason I picked them up because they were in a size 31. And then I also found this Harley Davidson embroidered full zip sweater. I did end up throwing this back because there were stains on it. And then I found this Pottery Barn throw blanket. It was missing the materials tag and there was light pilling throughout, but I think I'm gonna spend some time sweater shaving it, and I think I could sell it for like 40 bucks or something. And then I found this men's Viore t-shirt. This was a vintage blouse that I ended up throwing back. That other floral down there in the cart. And then I found this 100% merino wool smart wool sweater, and then this Pilcrow by Anthropologie turtleneck. Okay guys, it's 1:25. I've been inside of the Goodwill since 11:40. And I have found maybe 5 or 6 things, so nothing crazy yet. There's been, I think, 4 rotations that I've been through, and the last 3 rotations I pulled like 1 item out each time. So there's a Raising Cane's behind me. In front of me is the Goodwill Outlet, and then behind me is a Raising Cane's. So I'm hungry. I'm just gonna go through the drive-thru real quick and grab like some chicken tenders, and then I'm gonna go back in there and hopefully things start to turn around because it is slim pickings in there, but I don't have anything else to do. So we are just gonna keep pushing through, and I'm hoping that they will start getting some, raw donations out on the floor and, just some better stuff, because it's just a lot of, Target, Old Navy, the fast fashion. It's very dated, what comes out. It's all of that. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna eat and then we're gonna go back in. So wish me luck. So not a whole lot that I was finding this day, unfortunately. You can see I'm very thorough when I go through. Like, I try to really find everything and move everything so that I am getting to the bottom of the bin, because at the bottom, that's what the least looked at, because people mostly stick to the top. So I really try getting to the bottom of the bin and moving everything. Another thing I like to do is I like to feel the fabrics, because I can tell when something is have higher quality and more expensive just by feeling it. I do tend to look at like every piece and every brand, because you never know, but you know, that's definitely worked out for me. I know some people like to wear gloves when going through the bins, which I get, because sometimes, you know, I've touched some pretty gnarly things, but I do think, you know, feeling fabrics is a good strategy when sourcing at the bins. So I usually will just kind of put stuff in my cart. I'm not trying to spend too much time looking over condition when I'm digging. Once things kind of slow down or they're not bringing out new bins, then I'll find an area with me in my cart and I'll kind of just, you know, look up comps, look at the condition of the items. That's when I'll throw things back and I'll just kind of do another like once through, because I do not want to be taking home things that, you know, have flaws or things that, you know, are not selling for a lot. Like, I just want to make sure that the things that I'm taking home are good items that I can list and that there's value in them. So you can see that I'm kind of going through everything and moving the things that I look at to the side, because I don't want to look at them again. And I'm going to keep doing this until there's a good divot and I feel like I've gotten the bulk in this section, and then I'll just move a little bit to the right, and I'll do the same thing by moving those items over in the section that I cleared. I hope that makes sense, but that is a strategy that I do all the time, and it really does work out. So I ended up finding these Spanx, like jeans, kind of stretchy jeans, but there was definitely some flaws. You can see these holes right in the side, so I just left those behind. So definitely not my best day at the bins, so I do end up going to the bins a few days later. And here's the footage of that. So I did find this Michael Kors swim top. I ended up putting this back because I felt like I could just list it for like $18. I just wasn't excited. I did find this Lily Pulitzer like Y2K vintage pants. They're like capris. I listed those for $25 on my Poshmark. I found this Lafayette pencil skirt. It was wool, but it was a size petite, and because of the size and it being a skirt, I just left that one behind. So I did put that one back. And then I did pick these Figs joggers up. They were missing the drawstring, unfortunately. I didn't realize that till I got home and was listing it. And then these are like some t-shirts that I found for myself. They're not anything crazy. I think I ended up putting a lot of these back, actually. This one was like Urban Outfitters. I think it was like a stretchy ribbed mock neck. I ended up putting that one back. I did take these home for me. They're just loft, kind of like a cloth short, really easy, size medium. And then I found this Bowden. It was like cozy with a touch of cashmere shirt. So that was really nice to like, I felt it and I could tell that it was nicer. And then there was 2 Eileen Fisher tank tops that I ended up getting. And then I did find 2 pairs of Lululemon leggings. So that was great. And then I normally do not go through the hard goods section, but you know, it's been slim pickings, to be honest, at these bins. So I did, go over there and see if I could find anything. I found this down North Face puffer coat, and normally I would pick this up, but I could feel it, and it was just really, I could tell that this had been through, a lot. I also looked at the date on it, and I think it was from like 2014, so pretty old, so I did leave that behind. I found these shorts. I thought they were pretty cute. Somebody like hand painted those flowers on them, but I left these behind. I ended up finding this Calphalon pan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I know that this is a decent brand, and I actually was like needing new pans, so I just took this home for myself. You could see the bottom wasn't really used a lot. There was a small little chip in the ceramic, but I thought it was in pretty good condition. Usually when I see pans here, they are so beat up and just like, they're so bad and janky looking. But that one was in decent condition, so I was pretty excited. Okay, this is what my cart looked like right before I checked out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you liked, me going through the bins like this. And if you did like it, definitely subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye!